Hi, I'm Akai, beauty content creator and YouTuber.
And I'm Sacha, brand owner of So Aesthetic Makeup and a beauty enthusiast.
Welcome to Beauty in Town.
Our guest today is Rebecca Donkor. She is the founder of Makeup Ghana.
Our beauty babe today is Rebecca from Makeup Ghana. She's a boss lady. She brought like a whole different dimension to
the beauty
industry in Accra. I'm really happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
No, honestly, you're doing amazing stuff. And we want people to hear that as well.
Woman.
I mean, Akai and I every now and again talk about you, but we're like, good things.
Yeah.
And we're like, why don't we have this conversation and share it with the audience?
Yeah.
So they can have the same views we have. And if they don't, we're happy to hear it too.
And we can't talk about beauty in Accra without
your name. Yeah, beauty without your name comes up. That's the whole idea.
Thank you.
No, but anytime we mention anything beauty, your name comes up.
I'm humbled.
Yes.
For sure.
I'm humbled and I'm glad to be here to share everything about me.
You came really at the right time. I mean, I've been a beauty industry for a long time. We had Valerie Lawson, who said she's been in 10 years. Yeah. Eka has been in 10 years. We've all been, but we're all in our little corners and, nobody was really communicating with each other. I didn't even know Akai had done 10 years. I was like, really, like, how?
Yeah.
And so you've kind of created that awareness, and you put it and
brought everyone together, put the
spotlight, and also the fact that you're neutral.
Yes.
So it's fantastic. You're not a makeup artist, you're not a hairstylist, you're not a skincare.
None of it.
We literally just woke up one day and there was makeup.
Honestly, I was like, what's she doing here?
I know.
I'm like, what does she know? Like, who the hell is she to be giving people awards? I'm sorry, that's
I know. It's fine. I heard that so many times. Who the hell is she? What does she know? Why must she be doing it? It's okay. I heard that, like I'm saying, I heard that over and over again from different people, from practitioners, from brand owners, from retailers. Who is she?
Yes.
And why should she be the one awarding us? But for me, I think what has worked is the fact that I'm neutral.
Yes.
I am not in competition with anyone. Look, just last week, I had the Association of Cosmetology Schools come into my office. They want us to do partnership. And then they said to me that, look, whatever you're doing, we've thought about doing it in the past. Some of us have tried it, but it never worked.
I tried, it never worked. So
absolutely, yes. And I said to them, there's no way it's going to work because you are all sort of competitors, even though I say that now we should look at ourselves as collaborators. But the thing is, you're all in the same business. You have a school, she has a school, he has a school.
It's like, who are you to tell me what to do?
Thank you, thank you. So it's tough. They've been meaning to do a curriculum ever since. We are done with that certificate one. So now they came, they're like, look, let's do a partnership. We are ready, just tell us what to do. So for me, I think what has helped is the fact that I am neutral and I'm happy. I mean, beginning it was tough, but then at some point people understood it, and then they came on board. The support has been awesome.
You created standards. Before people were just working, and word of mouth, but you actually gave people a reason to work harder and to be recognized for their, their craftsmanship.
Was there a reason why you started with makeup awards?
So back when I was in Legon, of course, man must survive. So any business that I chance on, I do. And so I saw that during matriculation and then during graduation, students come. It's a memorable day, so they just wear their gown. A lot of them didn't know about makeup, so they won't do makeup. And then I went to speak to Black Secret then. I had seen them on TV. I didn't even know there was a guy behind. I had seen them on TV, so I picked the phone, called, and then I had an appointment. I went to speak to them that, look, is it possible that we can get you on board? So during matriculation and during graduation, you make the students up, and then we give them something to take home, in addition to their pictures that they take. And then he was sort of skeptical about it. He wasn't sure, he was hesitant and all. And we tried it, and the very first time we had about 200 people. And the amazing thing is that when you're done with their look, they want the same thing.
So they bought the product.
They bought the products. And so I was like, what is it that people want to look beautiful? But even at the time, it wasn't even strong like that. So in my third year, I needed to make up some grade somewhere.
Wait, so you did this in level 100?
No, this was a level 200. I needed to get some grade somewhere so that I don't get it at class. So I picked a free elective from the School of Performing Arts. I actually wanted to pick prop because we're told that once you pick prop, during the exam period, you're just told, bring a chair, you bring a chair, bring this, you bring that, and you get your A.
Yeah.
When I got there, it was full. The only one available was makeup. And I remember I was so angry because part of the requirement is that you have to buy the full set of makeup products with the bag. And you know, back then, we didn't have quality products like So Aesthetic and the likes. So you have to go to Accra on the sun. You have to be combing around town looking for products to buy. And it was quite expensive. And I'm thinking that this is not my course. I just want an A somewhere.
You want a grade.
I want a grade.
Get over it.
Thank you. So once I studied it for a semester. I got excited. But even at that time, it was more of the movie, the special effects, and a bit of bridal makeup. I got excited. And so after school, of course, I went out to hustle small. And then when I came back, I realized that from that time through to the time I came back, there were a lot of makeup artists. And then the Ghanaian brands and even foreign brands that were coming in kept increasing.
Kept growing.
And I was like, okay. So, and then I was also seeing the fake products on the market. I was seeing some makeup artists work and I'm like, what is this?
What's going on
What's going on here? Hello? You know, and I thought, is there a platform? Is there an organization bringing all of them together? You know, the thing about me is, whilst we are talking now, an idea can just pop up. So I like to interact with people a lot. Everywhere I go, So then I was like, is there an organization? I did my research and I realized there was none. Then I thought, okay, I don't know how to do things with my hands. So clearly, I cannot be an artist. Trust me, I can't. I don't want to go through the stress of producing, doing my own product. I cannot.
Everyone is blessed to do that.
Thank you.
Let's be honest.
So me, I know my strength. So I make sure I stay there, I focus there. So I thought, since there's none, let me put that together. And so that's how come the whole Makeup Ghana idea came up. And then I thought, okay, if you have that, and then you want, already there are people who have done amazing, or who I did my research, like I said,
So you had a list of people?
I had a list of people, both practitioners and business owners, and I thought that, look, first off, to throw spotlights, you have to celebrate them. You have to let them know they've done amazing or they are doing amazing. And so once you do, then the rest follows. But we had our first stakeholders meeting. We just sent messages around on social media. And then it was good. We did it at La Palme. That was in 2015. And then we had quite a number of different stakeholders coming. The brands, the retailers, the practitioners. So then I asked, what are some of the challenges that you're facing? So they started talking. Those who had product were talking about getting their products here. The makeup artists were talking about the fact that everybody's a makeup artist and all. So then I bounced the idea of them, what we want to do, the awards, the fair, and they were all excited about it. So I was like, let's try it. If you don't try it, you wouldn't know if it's going to work. So then we decided to do the first makeup awards. And I was blown away. I was surprised because I thought that, you know, when I started, people were like, makeup, why makeup? Because people see it.
Makeup, everybody says that. Everybody's been, even our parents, everybody, those are the first things they ask, why?
Why?
Because in the past, I feel like the beauty industry was mainly for, quote unquote, like those who were uneducated, like the hairdressers, the makeup
Which is wrong.
Which is wrong.
I guess we're changing the perception.
I went to school, in the UK for 6 months for a course, and it was very expensive. It was like going to uni. So I mean, it's
beauty course.
Beauty course.
So I think that's the perception we've had in the past, where people think that it's for school dropouts and people who are not serious. Right. So for me, when I decided to do it, I thought that we need to change the mindset of people.
For sure.
So even at that time, when I wasn't getting sponsors, I didn't have money. I still had to do it at La Palme because I wanted it to be at a hotel. We didn't have Kempinski then. We didn't have moving pics. So if you monitored, you realize the second one was at Kempinski. I wanted to give it a facelift. I wanted people to know that, look, it is not for the uneducated alone. It is not for school dropouts. It's posh. It's luxury. You have people who have their masters, who have PhD. It's bougie. Thank you. All the words that you can use. You know. So yes, and like I was saying, the first edition was amazing.
Yeah.
The place was full, people were standing.
So Rebecca, I've been trying to reach you for like forever. And you're always like, I'm not in town.
busy.
I'm not in town. And so I want our listeners and viewers to hear your answer. Exactly. Like you're super busy. So can give us
It's all for the growth of the beauty industry. Look, we want to take the industry to that level. We want to be recognized globally.
Yeah.
You know, I keep telling people, each time I get an opportunity to speak about the beauty industry, I said, look, why can't we have the next Kylie Jenner in Ghana?
Of course.
Why can't we have Huda Beauty in Ghana?
Of course.
We can do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only
We have
way
the
to do it.
numbers.
Thank you.
Oh, well, we don't have the American numbers, but we have the numbers.
But we still have the numbers, and it keeps growing
Every day.
rapidly.
Every day.
But you know, the only way we can do that is to have standards. Yes, we've started doing something, but we have to do it well.
Yeah.
So I've been busy because I've been working with the regulatory bodies and the government agencies. We're working with Ghana Standards Authority to develop a code of practice for the beauty industry. So that code of practice is going to guide the industry on our practices. Look, it's okay that we get foreigners to come to town, but I tell people, I mean, I don't want to sound, I don't know what word to use, but we get Nigerians coming down to do classes. And then you see that the contact persons there are Ghanaians. Some of them are Ghanaian makeup artists. They come and do the training or the class, get their money and go. Have you seen any Ghanaian in Nigeria?
But there's one thing, I actually had an issue until I spoke to a few people. And the thing is, honestly, if we're that good, which we are, why would they come? We have created an opportunity for them to come in, number one. And also, we want to go there. So we can't
but we're not able to go there. Have you heard of anybody who has gone there?
Well, is it that
People
we haven't...
Don't forget they have bigger numbers, number one, and they inspire us a lot. They have fantastic makeup artists.
I agree with you, Sacha. I agree with you.
And honestly, Ghana is expensive because I have people who are well-to-do who come here and ask for makeup artists, and they're like, why? You know what I mean? And I always say, when you come to them, do what the Romans do.
Yes, but why can't we have some sort of partnership? So
I don't have a partnership, but they still come. But then they go to London, they go and do it as well.
Yeah, but that's the point I'm trying to make is I know of a particular makeup artist that came from Nigeria to do a class.
Not just them.
She had, okay, I know. I'm just giving an example. And then she had about 150 people. I am thinking that if part of our practices is the fact they have to use a local content, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. So you come, you do with the Ghanaian, and then the Ghanaian can also do same with you out there. Because some of the people are doing here and they are doing out there. So why can't we give the same opportunity?
But what about like fair trade, like with ECOWAS, like we should be able to move between countries? Is it that the Ghanaians have?
They don't give us access because the Nigerians actually support their own.
Absolutely,
and it's hard for them about. So if you're coming to Nigeria, you have to do something that they don't do. And so you have to come up with something like out of the norm.
So the point I'm trying to make is we have the popular ones coming to Ghana. So instead of them coming to Ghana to come and use, I don't want to.
No, but they come to Ghana. But who is the audience? Us.
Yes.
So it's us. It's nothing to do with them.
So it's us. If we have a code of practice, you see, the thing is, we really don't have.
And because I like to you, I haven't been to any of their classes, but there's a few that I like. That I hear they're here, I'm like, I want to go.
Yes.
Because they've created a good brand.
We go, but you know what? We don't have anything that is sort of guiding us as an industry. Do we have?
But do they have it there?
Well, whether they have or not, what we care about is us. Okay. So if we have some sort of guidelines, which we're hoping to have in our code of practice, so that even if you have to calm down, you need to meet ABCD. Look, I was talking to Tara, House of Tara, and I mentioned the fact that we're doing code of practice, we're doing curriculum. She said, hey, we have to bring you to Nigeria. You know, now FDA is chasing after a lot of fake products, food, and stuff like that. So if we are working with FDA and Ghana Standards Authority.
But also, I want to ask you, I'm going to argue, you guys do all these... my manager just giving me a hint I shouldn't say, but I am supposed to explain myself. So, when you're giving all these awards, some of the brands you give, they are not registered of FDA.
No, but you also have to realize that, okay, so that's something that we realized, that some people were registered with FDA, but they haven't renewed it. So they show you their certificates all right, and they haven't renewed it.
But it's expensive.
Yes. So we are in talks. If you followed last year AMB Fair, you realize that, and it was deliberate to get FDA CEO to come there. Yes. You realize that all the regulators, their CEOs were there. FDA was there, Ghana Standards Authority. It's because we are growing and we want to get things better. Right now, I started engaging them. If it's too expensive, trust me.
Tell you.
We will not have the numbers. We won't have a lot of people registering. So what happened in the past, you have people who register for the first time because they had to. Right? It's just like even businesses. If you're going to look for government business or some corporate businesses, you require Smith clearance. So some people go and do it just to get the project. Once it's done or once they don't get it, that's it. But they will always show you the certificates. So that is the challenge we've had. So it's not like these people don't have. They've registered before, they haven't renewed it. And then you go further and you realize that it's expensive to renew.
Yes, it is expensive.
So one of the things that has kept me busy or has been keeping me busy is that I'm engaging with these stakeholders. They are stakeholders, whether we like it or not. And I'm happy they've been to our programs, so they know what we are doing. So we are looking at it. Because if we want to sanitize the industry, we want everybody to come on board.
Event, and she was there, she's like, I'm coming to buy because I know you have your certificate. So they are coming. They have a stand at the AMB Fair this year, actually, to engage more people. But if we are sanitizing the industry, we want everybody to come on board. We have to make it flexible for them.
But so do you have like a resource that you can go on to check, like with makeup brands that you work with, to check if they are FDA approved?
But even with the makeup, because you can't produce makeup, it's even different. But what about the skincare who they produce locally?
Oh, all of them. Makeup, skincare, all of them. See, that's what I'm saying. That
no, even with the processed.
I don't want to mention one skincare brand, but it's a Ghanaian owned brand. Just last year, the awards that we did. So when the team and the good thing is this year we had a rep from Ghana Standards Authority who was part of the judges. So they did site visits. They went there, and then they realized. So I was even happy. I was there when the executive director called me and told me that, look, we need to engage your people. We have a lot of work to do. So they went. They realized that the person had certificates, skincare. It has expired. Do you understand? So there's still work to be done.
It's a work in progress.
Work in progress. But you know what? The thing is, Standards Authority, there are standards for everyone, not just beauty
industry.
So then, if they engage with our people, and we want to do yearly or twice or quarterly inspection, it will be easier for them. Most of the people,
and you have the data too. You know where to
have
send
the data. You know where to send them to. So I don't know if you followed. Recently, there was a I don't know. I think it was posted on our page. We've engaged with the University of Ghana Business School, specifically the Entrepreneurship and Marketing Department. They're going to do research for us, the industry.
Fantastic.
So yes, Dr. Shina Boating, I think she's the first female to get doctor. She was in the newspaper when it came up. So she has, of course, she's a woman. She's really passionate about it. Yes. So she's the one who's championing it. Her people have started work already. We are collecting data because for us to effectively work with Standards Authority and FDA, we need data. When I went to see Auntie Mimi, she told me that she was at an event and somebody made mention of the fact that there are a lot of fake Maybelline Fit Me. And then she was telling me that, how can we correct this when we don't even know?
Oh, I see what you mean.
So we have to, if they have evidence, they have to let us see. But like I'm saying, they are also focused on all the various sectors and industries. So if we want to bring sanity, we have to work with them. That's why we're doing the code of practice, and that's going to guide all of us. Besides that, we're talking about the fact that people get up now and they are practitioners. People do 1-day class, 2-day class, and they are practitioners. And now it's not just makeup alone. Hairstyling.
I went to school for 6 months.
Thank you. And you paid so much.
Yesterday I met a lady.
And I'm sure you understand it.
I met a lady who had done, I saw her brows. I was like, did you do microblading, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, I did it a year ago and it really affected my vein and it's puffed.
Because it's like people are doing microblading.
Because when I was growing up, whitening your teeth was a dentist.
Yeah.
Now it's become a cosmetic procedure that just regular hairdresser or makeup artist has added it to their service.
Yeah. And so, like I'm saying, look, our industry is growing. We don't want it to be like the other industries, right? Look, I've had feedback this December. Some of the people who came down, Vanessa called me after, and the feedback that you get is like, oh, we are proud of the Ghanaian beauty industry. Do you get my point? For me, I feel that the way it's growing, this is the time if we have to set the standards and make things right. I was telling you about the practitioners. We want to certify people. We want to license people. How do we do that? We need a curriculum. And that brings me to my excitement when I got a call from the president of the Association of Cosmetology Schools. And
so
that delegation...
They've seen your work. They're watching. Everybody's watching now.
Everyone is watching.
And that delegation had the founder of Second Image, Auntie Nikki's over 60 years, for her to come all the way to my office. You know, and the people who came, there were about 6 of them. I think the youngest person who's the president should be about 40, in his mid-40s.
Now we need the younger ones. I don't know, in African culture, we always have the old.
But the point I'm trying to make, if all these people will come to you and they didn't tell you to come to them, and they came and they said that, look, we've seen what you're doing. We know you've started, and we are done. And for the records, we are done developing curriculum, certificate 1 for makeup artistry. And this is something that is being adopted by the country. Parliament passed the law. It is not for Rebecca. It's not for Makeup Ghana. It is for the country. It's under the National Qualification Framework. So that is government. You know, government is pushing for TVET now. So that is what will be adopted nationwide. So we are done. Certificate 2 has started. Even with that, they are on the 3rd stage. I think one of the days when you called me, I was in Pampram because the team were there working. So Valerie is part of it. Valerie Lawson, Alexandrina, Asari.
I think I saw like pictures of them.
So these are experts. And then you have CODVET Technical Committee because it has to follow it. So it's the competency-based training. Right. So when this Association of Cosmetology Schools came, what they came was that, look, we've seen what you've done and what you're doing. Can you also do for the various sector wings? So now we're doing hairdressing. We're going to do nails. So we're going to do for the various one. So what is going to happen is that at what we know that is happening now is cosmetology. So at your MP1, which is the least, MP1 and MP2, it's called National Proficiency. 1 and 2, you can do your cosmetology. And then at your certificate 1 level, you decide which area you want to go. So you don't do cosmetology at certificate 1. If it's makeup, you do certificate 1. Straight away. So, but it's progression. So you have certificate 1, certificate 2, you have diploma, you have degree, you have masters.
Okay.
So that's what is happening.
So now, like every makeup artist, hairdresser has to go through.
You have to go through it.
So you can't work without it.
You can't work without it because once you are done, you have the certificate that is nationally recognized and internationally recognized. Okay. It is not my stamp that is going to be on it. It is not Makeup Ghana. And then you be certified.
I think even me, who has been a makeup artist a long time, I'll just do it just because.
Just because.
And then it's nice.
And then the other aspect is that if you have a school, you have to be accredited, you have to go through the process. What we are working with now on also is the fact that if you have a studio, you can also get some accreditation of a sort. But it means that your studio must also follow some standards. Because what you can't do is to stop the people who are doing the 1 day and the 2 day. But if you have the curriculum, where is in units, you can pick a unit to teach. But we know that that unit is standardized. So that if I have learned bridal makeup, it cuts across. If I meet someone who has learned bridal makeup in Kumasi, it's the same thing that has been taught. The other thing that we're working on, which we've done 2 already, facilitators training. You cannot get up and say you are training if you yourself are not certified. And like I said, the people who have done the maiden one, which I was also part, Valerie is now a certified trainer. Alexandrina is now a certified trainer. Cutie Bridal is now a certified trainer. So if you are not certified, you yourself, you cannot train anybody.
Okay, so you can't have master classes.
You have to be certified.
Okay, so now you can from social media, you can tell who is. So when it happens like that, maybe I'm not certified and I'm doing a master class. Can you approach me and say that?
That's what is going to happen eventually.
So now the certified training that you had Alexandrina and you had Valerie Wilson, who judged them?
It is not us.
Yes.
It's CODVET.
Okay.
And so what happened is that they come with their team. We just provided the people, and then we provided the venue.
The venue,
So they have a standard that they use. The only extra thing that we did was to let somebody train on mindsets, attitudinal change, because you need that as a package.
Of course.
And the certificate that they have, I can show you on my phone. It is not me. It is not.
We believe you.
No, I just want you.
Are you listening?
I just want you to see. It is not my signature that is on it. So if you can see.
Okay.
So you see facilitator and trainer. Okay. So it's even valid for 5 years. So after the 5 years, you have to renew it. So eventually, your studios will also have some accreditation there. So that is what my business I've been using to do.
So
you've done really well.
Like, what about? Okay, I think you spoke about fake products.
Yes.
So that's the reason.
So that's we're doing we're working on that with Standards Authority and FDA, but it's a step at a time. And so the business school is also collecting the data. So it's so many things happening
at the same time.
At the same time, yes. So even though some of them I'm not directly involved, I'm sort of supervising because like I'm sitting here, you ask me, I should be able to have enough information. So the curriculum development, there's a certificate too. One of the days I had to go there with the executive director of CODVETS, Dr. Fred Che Asamoah. So I went there. I knew it was happening. I was briefed and all. So when I come and sit here,
what's CODVETS?
So CODVETS is the government's mandatory body that sees to all skills training. So TVET, technical vocational training. So it's Council for Vocational, Educational and Technical Training. So just like we have FDA, just like we have Ghana Standards Authority. So even they are coming up with TVET ambassadors and TVET role models. And just for here, your name's already on the list, so I'm sure they'll be contacting you. So it's really to champion the TVET. You know, back in the days, our mothers and everybody has a perception that if you're doing technical and vocational education, you are dumb, excuse my word. But you are either
I know what you mean.
You're not smart.
You're not smart.
But other countries, it's TVET that is actually driving the economy.
Of course.
And that is what
this current 2020 or 20
it's
whatever. Like, everyone making money is
that's why
creativity.
Yes. That's why even at the Ministry of Education, we have a minister in charge of TVETs. And there are a lot of
who is it?
That's the female Deputy Education Minister. I don't remember her name, but Joyce or something. But but we have Deputy Minister solely in charge of TVET education. And so you have a lot of agencies that are giving grants. We received grants from Skills Development Fund to develop the curriculum. So it is not our money that we use to develop. It is not COVET money, but it's Skills Development Fund. And it's a foreign agency. It's this German company. Right? And even the day that I went to sign the contract, it gave me confidence that it's true. We are doing something right. Because I'm told that they've never given that to a private company. They give it to the likes of Legon, big institutions. But they gave it to us to work on the curriculum. So we have funding for it. And there are a lot of agencies that are giving funding if it's TVET. So really that's what I've been up to.
So we both saw on your Makeup Ghana page recently that you partnered with Zekiel Cosmetics. I think you guys did lip gloss or something. How is that going to affect?
And it's a Nigerian brand.
I know. So you know what?
No offense to Nigerians.
No, it's fine. So Zekiel is somebody who has been to our fair 3 consecutive years, and he always says that look, Ghana is like a second home. Ghanaians buy his products, and so for him, he wanted to give back some way, somehow. So he thought that since Makeup Ghana is the industry's advocate, if he does that with Makeup Ghana, he thinks it will be nice. So besides the ones that will be sold, a lot will be giving out for free. I would have loved it if it was with our Ghanaian brands.
I feel like Makeup Ghana has been like a trendsetter. Like especially, I've noticed that like with the beauty fair that you did, I don't know if you've spoken about it, but I've realized that like it's opened the market for other people to also
absolutely
they keep creeping every day. And for us brand owners, we're like, it's not that we don't appreciate what you're doing, but it's also cost money to get a stand. And they're just back to back. It's not, they don't even leave,
Yes.
a space to recover. Because it's the same market.
Yes,
sorry.
yes. You know, just last week, was it last week or last 2 weeks? I attended a program, and then somebody said to me that now there's so many beauty fairs
everywhere.
happening.
Even there's so many beauty products.
Yeah,
there's so many this.
yes. So the person was like, "There's so many beauty fairs happening. So now you have competition." Then I said to the person, "For me, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited about the
I don't
fact
think you
that
have competition anyway. But competition is good.
Yes,
Competition
yeah,
is
that's
good,
what I said. And I said, look, I'm excited about the fact that at least we open the industry for people to see that it's exciting, it's appealing for them to want to come.
Yeah. But is there like a calendar? Sorry to cut you. But is there like a calendar where everyone comes and says, "I'm doing my beauty fair this month." So there's communication.
I guess they are the only ones who probably get
That's what I'm coming. So you see, we would do a beauty calendar. We'll do a calendar of all activities, and I'm happy about what you're doing. At least now we're going to have our own PR, advertising, industry press,
and we are going to call out if there's something wrong.
Yes, please let we need look. I'm telling you, personally, we're excited.
Yes.
I am excited as an industry. I think it's just about time.
Yeah.
Even though you guys do your makeup Ghana, what's your thoughts about all these body enhancements when it comes to plastic surgery? Would that be under would that be under you guys too? Because there's some illegal stuff going on that there has to be some.
Honestly, that's a discussion for another day. But like I said to you, behind the scenes, that
they're working.
Yes. When we created the small group to brainstorm, which I can show to you, somebody actually said we should add it.
You have to, because
somebody actually said we should add it. We don't want people dying.
Because they are flying in to good. I mean, they're booking like the hospitals, and some of them are very good, but others too, others taking advantage of it.
And we've been here. We've heard people who have died because of this. And you really don't want that to continue.
So I feel like we can talk like the whole day.
Yeah, I think Akai is our comfort space.
And there's so much to talk about.
And so much to talk about, and so many issues going on that we need to share and create awareness for it. And there's so many people out there who need someone to inspire them, by just a little word you say, just to get up from their seats. And
have you done any interview discussion like this before?
I haven't.
So we're really honored to have you.
So the fair is happening in March.
Yes, I'm excited. So the fair is happening during the Independence weekend from the 6th to the 8th of March at the Event Haven, which is inside the Trade Fair Center. So we're calling
Event Haven. Are they Jandel?
Jandel, yes. So we're doing partnership with Jandel. So they are taking care of the setup.
Then I'm looking forward to the setup because they are the top of the top.
You know, I'm also excited actually. I'm here to see that they are finished projects, but I'm excited about it.
You look forward to something like a different layout.
Oh, of course. We have the makeup museum, and I'm excited. I want to see how that is going to turn out. And you know the way Auntie Afi talks? We're going to have lounges, Janet, So you all invited. Admission is free, totally free. Come and learn, come and network, and buy, and support, especially the
Ghanaian businesses.
Yes, support Ghanaian businesses. This is our home. This is our own, made in Ghana. This is our time. Let's support each other.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on our social media, and we'll see you guys in our next video.
And please like it and share it. Thank you. Bye.